Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Product of the Week. I'm your host and sleep-deprived maker, Robin Mitchell. My 6-month-old is now going through sleep regression. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the DFRobot Private LoRaWAN Gateway with built-in local server and Node-RED, an all-in-one package that decouples you from expensive cloud services while allowing you to read from sensors up to 4 kilometers away. Cue the intro. If you want a chance to win one of these, then leave a comment in the description below telling us what you would do with it, and we'll announce the winner shortly. So, as the name suggests, this is a LoRaWAN indoor gateway designed for long-range, low-power sensor networks. It's built around the US 915 frequency band, making it aimed at US-based IoT deployments. But the key point here is that it's not just a gateway acting as a simple bridge. It actually runs as a full local IoT server. This means that it handles device management, data processing, and network control internally, instead of just forwarding everything to a cloud platform somewhere else. So in simple terms, it turns a LoRaWAN setup from a cloud-dependent system into a self-contained local network. The big thing here is that this combines a LoRaWAN gateway with an actual edge server in the same device. Normally, gateways just pass data through and then you rely on external services to do anything useful with it. This one, however, actually processes and manages the data locally. And that changes everything because suddenly you are not locked into a cloud platform anymore. No subscriptions, no external dependencies, and importantly, your data stays inside your network unless you explicitly send it elsewhere. It also means your system does not just fall over when the internet goes down, which is something a surprising number of IoT setups still fail to handle properly. And then on top of that, you get Node-RED integration, which means instead of building backend infrastructure and writing code for everything, you can just visually build automations. So yeah, you're basically dragging and dropping your IoT logic instead of fighting server setups. Under the hood, this is built around the Semtech SX1302 8-channel LoRaWAN chip, which handles the long-range multi-device communication side of this thing. It is paired with a quad-core ARM Cortex-A35 processor running at around 1.3 GHz, 512 MB of RAM, and 16 GB of onboard eMMC storage, which is plenty for local services and handling basic IoT processing. Connectivity-wise, you have Wi-Fi and 100 megabits Ethernet, so it can slot into most network setups you already have. Actually, it's 2026, so most of us are now rocking gigabit speeds, unless you live out in the sticks, like I used to. God, those were hard times. Furthermore, it also supports multiple LoRa sensors at once, thanks to its high-end sensitivity radio front-end. So scaling up LoRa networks is trivial. On the software side, incoming sensor data is not dumped as raw packets, but instead as proper, useful packages that make it easy to integrate with other solutions. And just to really seal the deal, you get Node-RED pre-installed for visual automation workflows. So instead of trying to fire up code bases and trying to figure out why your JSON object is malformed, you can just drag, drop, and click your solutions. Now, on top of that, there is also a built-in MQTT server, which means devices can publish and subscribe to data locally without needing any external broker or cloud service. So everything you need to get a full IoT stack running is already on the device. So yes, it is obviously great for LoRa sensors, but realistically, this can be used for just about any IoT-style sensor network where you want local control. The first idea that comes to my mind is smart agriculture. You can deploy soil moisture and environmental sensors across fields and use the local server to automate irrigation systems based on real conditions. In greenhouse environments, it works just as well, tracking temperature, humidity, and light levels in real time. Another strong application is environmental monitoring. This would include things like air quality tracking, pollution monitoring, or distributed weather sensing across large areas, all feeding back into a single local hub. And for home automation, it becomes even more interesting. You can build a fully local smart home system that does not rely on external cloud services at all, which means you retain full control over your data and automation logic. And if you are more security focused, you can also use it to build a private IoT network where everything stays inside your own infrastructure with full control over access and data flow. To sum everything up, what you've got here is a complete IoT backend in a single device. This thing is far more than a gateway, effectively giving you a full local control system for LoRaWAN networks. And that, my viewers, makes it significantly more practical for real-world deployments, where reliability, control, and privacy actually matter. The biggest win here is clear. Zero cloud dependency, zero zip nada. And that alone makes this one of the most sensible and well thought out IoT solutions in this space. So yeah, overall, a solid piece of kit if you are building anything serious in the IoT world. Well, thanks for watching, and if you like what we do here at Electromaker and want to show your support, then hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.